You know, when I was inspecting this roof, I am walking along the perimeter and I'm just seeing major breaks and fractures. And this parapet here actually has holes. So if you see right here, you could actually stick your hand underneath here. Right here, you can also stick your hand underneath. So there's full-on breaks and fractures. So walking along the whole perimeter, there's nothing but breaks all along. You can see where we're starting to develop the creases all here. And so it'll be within weeks or months before it starts to break. Look, it's all right here is already broken open. I just don't want to touch it and expand on it. And all of those areas are where it's creased and is about to break open. And you can see blisters developing inside. That means water is getting inside these areas and they're looking for an escape, which is why a blister will develop. But you could feel blisters in this whole area as you're walking. The floor is very uneven. There's actual holes. Not sure if you could see that. There's tons of fractures. Those fractures are because the material is exposed and the tar accelerates in its deterioration process. You can see where it's painted and there's less fractures. There's still fractures, but there's less. There's still going to be fractures because this is, you can tell it's very old. And using silicone, this is one of the only areas that has silicone. You can see using white silicone how much better it looks. There's literally no fractures on here. So water's getting underneath this area and it's trying to find a way to escape. So this section of roof definitely has an active leak, which they get called regarding a leak way over here next to that unit. So we're well over 100 feet away, and yet this is the area that clearly has indications of leaking. And then of course coming along this entire wall here, there's actual breaks and holes, some of them as large as 5-6 inches across, where you can actually stick your hand underneath. We have active breaks and holes there. You can see there's again major blisters, meaning water is getting into these areas, trying to find a way to escape. It's broken all right here, resting along the top. Over here it looks like at one point there's a leak, maybe some maintenance work was done here. It's completely broken open, so water's getting into this area.